Trash talk escalating tonight. We're just hours away from the city enforcing the composting rules that are already in effect.
Yeah, and if you're confused, the finger pointing is already underway, with landlords worried about the possibility of racking up huge fines if their renters don't cooperate.
If you're a New York City resident, April 1st not only ushers in a new month, it's also a time to start composting, a new requirement in the Big Apple and 5 boroughs. And if you're a landlord or a super, get ready to go dumpster diving.
Think about it this way. You've been required to separate your recyclables in New York City for 20 years. Your metal, your glass, your plastic, your paper. It's just the same.
Composting is a separation of food scraps and food soiled paper into a separate bin that can be used in a variety of ways.
They can become usable compost for our parks, our gardens. They can become renewable energy that keeps our heating costs down, that keeps our electricity costs down. Or they can go to a landfill and they can become nothing but rat food and greenhouse gases.
The Sanitation Department expanded the program citywide last October. This week, the fines go into effect and can be levied against the landlord if they or their residents don't comply.
The law essentially amounts to supers having to dumpster dive through trash in order to comply with the composting law that the city has mandated.
One landlord who refuses to start sifting through food waste is Christopher Athenios. His family owns 100 units throughout Brooklyn. His own parents compost, but many of his residents aren't on board.
It's nasty stuff, and it's nasty and it's hazardous. And why should property owners, porters, building owners, superintendents have to expose themselves to this?
Landlords will be fined for non-compliance. Athenios says these fines will ultimately be absorbed by management since property owners' hands are tied.
I, as a property owner, have no ability to enforce it on my tenants. I can educate as much as possible. I can reason with them and explain all the reasons why we should do this. But ultimately, I have no teeth to enforce it.
So as for those fines, a building with up to 8 apartments, the fines start at $25, but they can escalate up to $100. If you own a building with 9 or more units, the fine starts at $100 and goes up to $300.